I have a Snapchat account, which, for most girls my age, is not uncommon. I have many streaks with friends and family members, but one of my greatest is with a friend from school named Ben. Ben and I are very close, and he's helped me a lot throughout my school career. He often helps me with homework, projects, and other assignments. So, after writing him on Sunday evening, trying to catch up with some homework, I noticed that I didn't get a response for over an hour. This concerned me, but my concerns were soon relieved after I received a message from him on Snapchat. However, this message was very unlike him, and very strange. It simply read, "I think you're very beautiful. Let me come over tonight." This was odd. He's never shown any signs of attraction toward me, and we've always been simply friends. I wanted to make sure he was alright, so I visited his house, and upon opening the door, his parents told me something very unsettling. Ben had gone on a camping trip with his uncle and some of his close friends. He had left his phone on the charger in his room. I asked if I could go up to his room, and his parents agreed. After making my way inside, I noticed that his phone was no longer on the charger, and that his window had been pried open. We closed the window, and his parents notified me to stay safe. After returning home, I noticed that my family was already in bed, so I made my way to bed as well. I laid down, and I noticed I had yet another message from Ben on Snapchat. It read, "I wish you would let me come over tonight." I simply responded with 3 words, "You're not Ben," and I hit send. About 5 seconds later, I heard a notification ding from underneath my bed. I knew what was going on. Without hesitation, I ran out of my room and notified my parents, screaming to wake my dad up. I heard whoever was under there run past me, down the stairs, and out the front door. Ben never got his phone back, and he ended up getting a new one. I never heard of what happened to that man, but from what I'm aware of, he was never caught, and I hope I never see him again. Instagram is an app where you can post photos, videos, and stories of yourself throughout the day. I have an Instagram account with many followers, and I have many friends who are also on Instagram. About a week ago, there was another account with my name attached to it. I figured it was probably one of my friends pranking me or some sort of spam account, but it was not my account. I opened it and noticed that there were images of me that were not taken by me. What I mean is, they were taken without my knowledge. Pictures of me with my head turned at school, me in class, and then there were the ones of me outside of my own home, getting the mail, mowing the lawn, things like that. This really unsettled me, and I tried to report the page. But, to my dismay, another popped up in its place. One night, it got to the extreme. After relaxing at home for a while, I noticed that there were some stories being posted from the Instagram page. They started pretty innocently with them watching TV, only to show them getting in a car and driving. I watched in horror as eventually I saw my house come into view on one of the stories. This was disturbing not only because it was a story of some random person, but also because it was updated only 2 minutes ago. I got a notification, that a new story was just uploaded, and when I clicked on it, I was in shock. It was taken through one of the windows in my home, of me, on my phone. I looked towards the window, and saw the shadow of some person glaring in at me. I screamed, and they ran. I heard a car peel from my driveway. I don't know who it was, and I don't think I ever do want to know. But if that account starts posting again, I will go to the authorities. I heard that Facebook is not as popular as it used to be, and I can definitely see why. There are some strange people on that app. Recently, something very strange has happened to me on Facebook. I was browsing through the feed like typical, looking at pictures of, you guessed it, babies, food, dogs, and family photos. Then, I realized that I was tagged in a post from someone that I wasn't friends with. I didn't even know who they were. I opened the post and noticed that it was a photo of a group of men, with many tagged women, including myself, in the post. I privately messaged the owner of the account and asked them why I was being tagged in this post. They responded saying that I was invited to what they described as a party of sorts. I wasn't interested in their party, and I declined respectfully. They insisted, saying to bring whoever I wanted. They would have drinks, food, and games. I continued to decline, as I wasn't prepared to mingle with these strange people. They continued, or at least whoever it was on the other end, continued to offer me various gifts, even cash money, to attend their party. I declined and closed Facebook. It wasn't until the next day that I realized what was actually going on. While flipping through the TV channels, I realized something disturbing. There was a story about a woman, about my age, who had gone missing early in the morning, at about 2 a.m. Her face and her name looked oddly familiar. I went back to Facebook and found that post that I was tagged in. And to my horror, I realized that she, the woman on TV, was also tagged in that post. I tried to report it, but only minutes later was the post deleted. I couldn't get in contact with that person on Messenger again, and I don't want to know what was at that party. One thing's for sure, be careful on social media. You never know who's on the other end.